J Bachelor Hip Hop Weekly Magazine, rocking and rolling in Houston, Texas, closing out the year in a strong way with positive vibes, positive energy. That's how we do it. We talk to everybody, from the people you hear on the radio to the people in the streets to those that are up and coming. Before this whole interview, we were just chopping it up, talking like friends, man, before this whole thing started. So I'm real comfortable right now. I know he's real comfortable right now. I will let him introduce his damn self, because that's the kind of player he is, man. How you feeling, bro?
What's up, world? It's OG Charlie Franks, Hip Hop Weekly. What's going on?
Man, we was just talking about life and women and traveling and fashion before this, man. But I want to touch on some of those topics with you. But before all that, kind of tell us how you got your start in music and how you really fell in love with the game.
Music always been in my family, you know what I'm saying? My daddy was a blues singer, you know what I'm saying? So music always was in my family. My brother had an unbelievable album collection, and you know what I'm saying? And I used to always be around him and the older players and listening to music while they slam bones and, you know, do the grown-up type of thing. So I was always around music, you know what I'm saying? It really was kind of like my destiny, because, you know, the section where I'm from, music was real prevalent. You know, everybody knows Scarface. We from the same neighborhood. Actually, we ran together and we did a lot of things together, you know what I'm saying? So, and behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, I'm the common denominator with a lot that got to do with music and the Houston culture. You know what I'm saying? So
the roots run deep. Right?
The roots run deep, you know, with me.
What do you think about the current music culture? Because on one hand, Houston has been such an influential city on the hip hop culture, from Scarface and the Ghetto Boys and Screw and Syrup and the Cars and all that. But on the other hand, a lot of people feel like the city still hasn't gotten the respect that it's earned over the past 20 or so years. What do you think?
I think in a lot of ways, Houston is its own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of times it's its own worst enemy. Like, you know, time moves on, things change. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the older guys don't want to embrace the younger guys, and so the younger guys reject the older guys. And so, but people don't really see the economic relevance of the young and the old being on the same page, working on the same page, being on. You should embrace change. You should embrace a new movement and things like that. So with the South, you know, young Sancho, that's my nephew. So I had my hand in the pot, you know what I'm saying, in helping develop the images for the South. So the thing is like, the older guys don't see the relevance in embracing the youth. It's an economic relevance to that. You know what I'm saying? And then when you keep youth around you, it keeps you young. You know what I'm saying? And so with the influence with the way Houston with the screwed up and the candy paint and how the SUC and just the whole Houston culture from the 90s, how it influenced the game, the Sauce did the same thing.
True, very true.
You feel me? The whole world is saucy now.
And you had the opportunity to kind of witness both firsthand.
Well, I had my hand in the pot on everything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? See, I come from a clique of guys, the SA Fools, where we invented the red line. We invented the line of red cars and the 84s and the candy paint. We didn't invent the 84s. The 84s came out on the 83 Cadillac, you know what I'm saying? But we packaged the culture and put it together. And so now you see the red line, you see the white line, you see the green line, and it's a certain standard you have to meet to be respected as a true slab rider. You know what I'm saying? You got to be iced out. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is that the way that influence happened, and now with the Sauce,
right,
this influence, Houston has been influencing hip hop for over 30 or 40 years. without people really giving them the recognition they deserve.
Absolutely.
The real recognition.
What do you think it's going to take for them, for people outside the city and even outside the state to finally give them that recognition and give them that just due? People respect the city,
Right.
and they love to come here, but when you mention some of the great hip hop artists and some of the most influential, sometimes Houston is overlooked.
Right.
What would it take to change
Let me
that?
tell you like this here. If me and you, let's just say me and you, we fuck with each other, right?
Yeah.
If we fuck with each other, that means I could call you on the phone and be like, Ma, what's up, Ma? I want you to come drop a verse on something. You no charge. And whenever you want me to drop on something, I'm gonna get down with you, right? Well, the thing is, a lot of these artists use our culture and use our style, but they don't
Pick
give
up the phone.
they don't acknowledge in a way they don't really fuck with you. They fuck with the culture in the city. They'll use the stanza that you created in their music. Candy paint, the sipping the drink. It should be a wager for the flavor. You shouldn't be able to just, you know what I'm saying, just use that shit like that without some kind of retribution. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, Future. He got the song Too Much Sauce, Too Much Sauce. You know what I'm saying? After a while, with him being on a bigger scale, he'll have the world believing that he coined this shit. Which he don't really fuck with the sauce. He not calling. Niggas ain't just hitting each other up and fucking with each other. Drake. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these guys, and don't get me wrong, it ain't, it's just being real.
You just calling it what it is.
Yeah. If we fuck with each other, we fuck with each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And even on a artistic level,
Even
from artist to artist,
from artist to artist. You know what I'm saying?
there's nothing wrong with paying homage or saying salute to y'all for inspiring me, because all art
Right.
in the day is inspired by what came before or something that they saw.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like if I see certain artists, if Tupac was alive or anybody like that, and I don't care how much on and how much off Tupac is, I'm gonna give him that recognition because you had a little influence on me and what I do, and bro, I got so much love and respect for you. And if you ain't where you need to be, shit, we still gonna fuck around. You know what I'm talking about? So it's just that mutual, true, genuine love and respect
That's lacking. I think
lacking. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of art being inspired by things that you see, before the interview started, you were telling me about a video and a song you did
Right.
that was inspired by the recent rash of police shootings
Right.
on unarmed black men.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a bit about that.
The song Treason is just about it's the social position or social disposition of the black males in America. You know what I'm saying? We get betrayed by this country 24/7. You know what I'm saying? We're getting betrayed in every way that you can imagine, from the education system, from the judicial system, from, exploited in the medical system, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And so Treason was just what it was about. You know what I'm saying? We had black military people who went fought in these wars to get to, for this country to the freedom and equality that this country enjoys, yet the ancestors from those military personnel can't completely enjoy the freedom, justice, and equality that we also fought for.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not just black people, it happens with white people, it happens, police just, but for the most part, black people, we all know what happened, with the Nixon and the drug, the drug trade and all the different things that happened.
Era.
The Reagan era, you know what I'm saying? Reagan and Bush era, different shit. Right. So, and then, we got caught holding the smoking gun. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so, for me, that's the way I looked at it. That's why I say treason. You know what I'm saying? The government is guilty of treason.
Against the people that it's
of your own people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless we're not all people. And if we're not all people, we need to know that too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a video that you guys can catch on hiphopweekly.com very soon. He already told us he's gonna lace us with that, so kind of keep an eye out for that. What's coming up, man? What do you have on the horizon for us to check out? What are you working on right now?
I got the new single coming out. It's called Money. It's produced by Swift. It's hot, you know what I'm saying? It's smoking hot. It's talking about money, you know what I'm saying? How, you know, our whole existence been relegated to a coupon, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even worth the piece of paper that it's printed on. So you got Money. That's the new single I got dropping. And then I'm looking at February 2nd, Super Bowl week of the Super Bowl in H-Town. I'm looking to drop some hard copies of the CD, OG Charlie Franks versus the United States of America. Don't miss it. It's hot. You got to have it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that on your iPod and in your deck, you're going to be lacking.
It's going to be a big weekend for the city of Houston Super Bowl.
Awesome, man.
Why did you decide that was the right time? With so much going on,
oh,
why
man.
was it the right time for you to release this?
I mean, because everything going to be hot in the city, and it's just going to be an influx of people from everywhere. And people are just going to want memorabilia. They're just going to want a part of the moment. You know, they're going to want something to take with them from the moment. You know what I'm saying? And so by then, you know what I'm saying, I'll be already, like my internet presence is already picked up, you know what I'm saying, on the internet real tough. And so by then, I should be in full motion. I got a couple of more singles that I'm dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, my social media presence is picked up, is strong. So by that time, I should be ready to, you know.
Now, you've seen the grassroots movements that kind of were a big thing in the early days of Houston hip hop. It was hand to hand. Here's my CD.
Right.
Promo was face to face.
Out the trunk.
Business was face to face.
Right.
Business was out the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got a new era where people will shoot you a link. You email them a verse. Whoop-de-woo. How do you feel about that transition? Was it a good thing for music? Was it a good thing for the city? Or
man, I think it's awesome. You know, it's awesome because, you know, it's all about reaching consumers or potential consumers. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they have these forums on the internet, these huge forums, like people with these huge blog sites that have millions of followers and things like that, excuse me. But, you know, you can connect with millions of people in one social setting on a social media site where that wasn't available to you back in the 90s and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't available. That wasn't available. So now you can drop a video on WorldStar where 89 million people a day travel through there, and if people love what you put on there, you could easily accumulate 1 million fans, right quick. You know what I'm saying?
You're with it. You're with the whole social media
era.
Oh
man, I'm digging it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Some of the fakery becomes too much. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about that before the
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of you cats be fake in real life and they be fake on the internet too. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to be, it makes you a little nauseous sometimes. But you got to overlook that to reach your consumers. You know what I'm saying? And connect with your consumers. But it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing such a transition now from independent, mega successful artists like Chance the Rapper, Mac Miller, Frank Ocean just dropped a bomb. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about these guys have wrestled some of the control and the power away from the industry to control their music, and it's awesome.
Absolutely.
You know,
what do you want to tell the people that have been supporting you, that have truly believed in you, and what you're doing, and the kind of art that you're creating? What do you want to say to those people?
I want to tell them I love them. I love them. I thank them for supporting me, and I'm looking forward to giving something back to share with the people that's been supporting me, and to enrich their lives with, you know, from me being enriched by their support. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some way I can create something that's going to enrich their lives also. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Final question. What are you looking forward to most in 2017? It's right around the corner. Career-wise, what are you most anticipating about the new year? About the new year,
going into the new year, I'm looking to be established. I'm looking to that this is the year that, you know, everything I worked for or everything I've been through is leading me up to this moment right now. You know what I'm saying? It prepared me for this moment.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
New music on the way. Treason video hitting hiphopweekly.com soon. He told us it's good to go. Y'all will see it very soon. Be excited about that. Be excited about the new year. And most importantly, be excited about Super Bowl weekend. He got some music coming for one of the biggest weekends of the year in this city. Houston, Texas. Hip Hop Weekly magazine. And we out.
Fuck with me.